What up, my goats? My name's Toad, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Well, if you're not, neither is the character in our story, Big Trouble. If you guys haven't been following along, go and catch the other videos. We're on part 4. That's right, part 4. This is a reoccurring thing. So also, you're not going to want to miss part 5, because that's what'll be next. So go ahead, click that subscribe button down below. I promise it won't hurt you. We've turned the electric shock notification off. We just have the bell notification now. So go ahead. It's okay. Get with it, all right? So if you haven't caught up with us, go watch those. Just back to back to back to back, and then I'll meet you back here. I'll wait. Go ahead. Now, for all of those who have been so patiently waiting, away we go. I appreciate the offer to look for my father for me, you tell Harshnag, but it's my quest. I can't abandon it. Fair enough, little one, says Harshnag, with a game look in his massive eyes. Then you and I will find the Eye of the Allfather together. I thought you already knew where it was, Zephyros says as he set you down on the mountain next to the burly and eager frost giant. At least the cloud giant isn't so eager to be rid of you that he'd hand you over to someone without any sort of plan. Of course I do, says Harshnag, says with a sheepish yet confident grin. It's just not always the easiest to get to, if you know what I mean. That's one of the ways it keeps safe from intruders. It's all right, you tell Zephyros, in an effort to allay his fears. While Harshnag might not seem like the most solid of allies, you have no other choice in the matters at this moment. Not if you want to find your father. As tempting as it might be, you can't just hide in the cloud giant's flying tower forever. You glance up at Harshnag, who's almost 4 times as tall as you, but still shorter than the cloud giant wizard, of course. He arches an eyebrow in what you're sure he thinks is a daring manner. You'd like to be more confident than that than you are, but you decided that it'll have to be good enough. I think I'm in good hands. Zephyros grumbles a bit. I wouldn't leave you with him if I didn't agree, and I'm afraid I have pressing business elsewhere. He gives Harshnag a hard look. You take care of his child, though, or I'll hear about it. Of course, Harshnag says, with an easy smile. I always look after little ones as if they were my own. He winces for an instant at some kind of memory. Actually, better than that. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. See that you do, says Zephyros. You run up and hug his knees, and he gives you a gentle pat on the back. You take care of yourself, he says, and I expect to be regaled by legends about you in good time. You can't help but laugh at that. Then he disengages from you and climbs up the ladder into his flying tower. A moment later, the tower begins to float away, and as soon it's lost in the snow-cloaked sky. Let's be off, says Harshnag, once Zephyros is gone for sure. I'd carry you, but I find that sort of extra weight throws me off in battle, and I'm always ready for a fight. You're disappointed that you have to walk, but you're not sure you want to be clinging to the giant when he gets into a battle anyhow. He has you take the lead while he guides from behind. Giants have big footprints, he explains. Don't want you stumbling in one of them. You hike for days, and eventually you reach the place that the giants claim is where the Eye of the Allfather sits. High in the range of a snow-capped mountain, Harshnag leads you through a complicated series of icy tunnels and treacherous passages until you finally approach the entrance to the temple, at which point he stops and encourages you to enter on your own. You don't like this idea too much in there. They don't always like me too much in there, he says, with a grimace, and I don't want to overstay my welcome. If you need me, though, just shout for me, and I'll be there in an instant. You reluctantly agree to this, and you proceed alone down a high, wide causeway that leads into the temple complex. You reach a vaulted dome held up by a pillar into which have been carved life-size scenes depicting the 6 kinds of giants: hill, frost, cloud, storm, stone, and fire. There's a hallway in the back of the dome that's tall enough for even the largest giant to pass through and wider than your house. You head down it. You don't get 10 feet away the passage before a band of barbarians leaps out of the shadows and attacks you. What do you do? A, fight them, obviously, or B, call for help, obviously. All right, tell me which one you want to do, and hopefully whatever it is doesn't get us killed, because I feel like we're about to die. Okay, so guys, that is part 4 of Endless Quest. Leave a comment down below. We're looking to fight them on our own. Call for Harshnag, the guy who was like, have fun in the temple by yourself. So, which one do you want to do? Harshnag's a hill giant, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. He's some sort of giant. Maybe no, he's not a frost giant. He's a giant. That's all you need to know, okay? But, which one do you want to do? Drop a comment down below, and as always, guys, catch you on the flip side.